already know.
Hustleman.
Hey, say I'm the last one of the wolves in the bushes with the sheep. I didn't watch the AK with $1, burn them till they sleep. Or they in the Cherokee, I guess we burning up a Jeep. Hey, bitch, stop asking for my low, fuck around, we turning up those streets. You don't fuck with undercover, so we ain't laying under no sheets. And if he ride around my way, it ain't no pass for him. I bet that crew in that rocker, that's too fast for him. And if he in my entourage, I get my last to him. Run through my city fishbowl, like who looking for me? Only thing is a couple hollows that got taken from me. Telling all the niggas all your business, that's that rap shit. $0 to $1 fast, nigga, that's that scat shit. How you call him little brother? You ain't Danny Glover. Run a meal up, get that to my mother. No security, cause we got each other. She gon' fuck you while you broke, you get that sack and slaughter. Drop pins in these sticks, so all these ratchets stutter. Whatever I cop, I make it double. Get that shit a brother. Bitch, you out your mind, real sisters fuck me with each other. Drop it in that water, they cook yourself, that's that real butter. They round me when it's sunny, disappear when that rain come. They say when you get some change, man, that's when that change come. I ain't got no bullet wounds, I'm not the one got rained on. I took a little bitty pill and put all of my pain on.
That money came, I watched niggas change while I stayed the same. Told them when I got my first bag, nah, I ain't complain. Trapping ain't dead, yeah, you niggas scared. Yeah, I changed the game. All the ops get full of meds, all we know is give them pain. All I know is pull up, hop out blast and get them niggas stains. Bullets last long where I'm from, better adapt to change. Took a loss in the mail, I ain't freak out, I changed the plan. Use the ground this time, the same address, use a different name. 5% to 10, fish bowling, nah, that was never safe. Running mileage up in all the rentals, going state to state, ask the troopers how my driving skills, I took them on that chase. Call for backup, by the time they came, I was going a different way. Only option is getting to the top, they know we into that. Got a problem, keep it street, don't bring it to no internet. Last nigga, tried to send a hit, ask how we sent them back. All I drill, strictly business, how about like the Men in Black? Reckless driving in that cat, by any means, I'ma get them racks. Ran there from trap and hitting the lottery, niggas getting jacked. For real facts, pandemic boost prices, niggas getting taxed. Once that bloodshed, it's forever, it ain't no internet.
Song of the week, man. That was YD, the illest Future, and Cole Young and Turning Up Your Street. But we here.
Fucking with that.
We here, man. We got Hustle, man. How you feeling today, brother?
Man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great.
Time to tell this story of the great origin of where the Hustle Man comes from, brother.
You already know, man. Hustle Man just come from grinding, dog.
Facts.
I mean, just turning a 1 into a 2, a 2 into a 4. You know what I'm saying?
Now, first time on the TaeVi's podcast, we gonna start from the beginning because we in New Orleans. Are you from New Orleans?
Yeah, I'm from New Orleans.
What part of New Orleans are you from?
Algiers.
Okay, Algiers. So that's across the river.
Right.
How was it growing up in Algiers? We're gonna start safe.
I mean, like any other treacherous neighborhood type shit. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see the same thing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of drugs, a lot of hopeless people, just a lot of hustlers trying to, turn 1 into a 2, just trying to make it out.
Okay.
Shit like that.
Now, growing up in Algiers, is it a difference from, because I know a lot of us New Orleans people and cross the river, they always be like, it's different. No. Because then I ain't going across the river, that shit too far. The little jokes they have. Is Algiers different from New Orleans? I
mean, to be real with you, dog, it's like the same shit, dog. I mean, just however you look at it. I mean, the same struggle. Okay. We all in the same type of struggle. We all move the same way. It's nothing different, bro. It's like the same shit. It's just a different location on the map. That's how I look at it.
How was your childhood growing up?
My childhood, like I said, I had my mom and my dad till when we made about like 9, 10. Then they split up. But growing up, dog, it's like everything was like I had that free will to do what I want. Like my mama wasn't hard on me. Like we way in Riverwalk. We like 8, 7, 8 in the Riverwalk playing all in the change. And so like my mama wasn't too hard on us. Like we had free. So I experienced a lot of shit growing up.
Okay. Do you think that was beneficial for you? Your parents not being too hard on you? Like you be a little free? Or
in a way, yeah. They let us explore. You did, and that's like that's important, bro. Like, cause I learned things that I probably would have never learned if I couldn't leave a block, I couldn't leave a certain area. Like my mom, she was cool. Like she let us see shit, so we experienced different people, different things, and shit like that.
Thanks. Now, moving on to, I guess, middle school, where people get their bearings and find out a little bit more about themselves. When you get like, I'll say like 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, those days you get your friends, you get your buddies, you get your group, you becoming. How was you at during that stage?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like I was always that person that attracted a lot of people. Like I always, you got this one dude,
good
like
people, bad people.
just all people. Like you got that one dude that everybody just love. Like this dude got.
You got
energy.
that energy though. You still got that energy.
So it's like I always attracted good people. Like even middle, elementary, wherever I was at, I was like one of the top, like students or should I say like one of the popular people in the school type shit.
Okay. In middle school as well, I get a lot of stories. This was in my middle school. I would say 7th and 8th grade. A lot of my friends, not me, started smoking around this age.
Right.
Was you smoking in middle school?
Bro, be real with you, bro. I don't smoke no weed. Man, listen, I don't smoke anything. I don't take no drugs. I barely drink, bro. I just started drinking like 2-3 years ago, but I don't drink like that. But in middle school, I wasn't smoking, bro. I tried smoking in elementary school, but like the feeling of weed, it give me like a low vibe. Like I'm energy, I won't be up. So
how was that first experience in elementary? Because that's at a young age.
Hey, that bitch was good, but then again, like listen, I'm like, man, I can't get caught like this. I'm gonna beat the shit out of me.
So you did it with your friend?
Yeah, my partner and then my big brother. You know what I'm saying? But I used to always tell him like, bro, you trip, you taking a risk, boy. Mama catch it, she gonna beat the fuck out of us. Real talk. So I fell back on the weed.
Okay, how old your big brother is?
My big brother, he's 28, dog. He like a year older than me.
Okay,
20.
so y'all was right by each other then.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to high school then. What high school you went to?
I went to multiple high school. I went to Walker, LB Landry, when LB Landry first opened up, before it became Landry Walker.
All right.
And I went to Old Pair Walker also.
Mm-hmm. You graduated?
No, I actually, on my 12th grade year, I got locked up when I committed the crime, but I had to come home and get my high school diploma. But that's later on in the interview.
Facts. We're gonna get to that now. Let's go freshman year.
Freshman year.
High school different from middle school. Women, when you step in there, first thing you see is women. You ain't worrying about no men. You like, damn, I'm 12th grader. Like,
real shit, dog.
What's your thoughts when you step in 9th grade?
Man, well, listen, bro, no cap, dog. I mean, I started off at LB Landry when they first opened the school up.
Okay.
Bro. When I stepped at LB Landry, bro, I stepped in there knowing that I'm that nigga in this bitch. Okay. I'm a 9th grader, boy. Fuck if you're in the 12th, 11th, I'm in this bitch. We in it. And it's so crazy, dog, because I really wound up being one of the niggas in it. That's how I was just carrying myself. Okay. Like, yeah, this is my school type shit.
Okay.
We doing movies and everything in this bitch, real talk.
Damn. So 9th grade, when you stepped in, you probably saw everybody from across the river in that motherfucker. Since it was a new school.
Yeah.
When you get in there, what type of student was you? You say you brought the energy from elementary, middle school. Right. Was it the same in high school?
Bro, I was a clown. Mm-hmm. I was a real clown, like bro, like real talk. Like I used to play all day. Like I didn't take shit serious. Like, I couldn't take nothing serious, bro. I was just like, man, this is a different vibe. This big ass school. These teachers really don't know what the fuck they doing, bro. I've been in gym for about 4 periods. Ain't nobody tell me shit. So damn. I really was just, but you know how that shit is, dog.
Okay. Did the teachers like you?
Oh, they loved me. Mm-hmm. Man, say, dog, listen, I had teachers really that call me to the class, just come in there and make everybody laugh. Like, Landry was fucked up, dog. Real talk. Like, they love me, though. Yeah, they love me, though.
Was you in any sports?
Yeah, I played football. I ain't getting no games, and I ain't about to cap like all the stuff. But
what position?
I played slide receiver. It's so crazy because I was a dog street. Like if we play on the street, I'm gonna fuck over you.
Pass,
but see, pass, I ain't with all that shit.
Get hit,
I ain't with all that shit.
Listen, I'ma smoke it all.
And I can't even catch the ball. Like the hand, I don't feel right catching the ball with the hand when I see it streets. I'm gonna get it in, but all that.
Pitch up tag. I'm
on all that. So yeah, shit like that.
All right, now. As in high school, you mentioned in senior year. I want to lead up to senior year when you went to jail. What was activities you were getting in to lead up to that situation in high school?
In high school, I had like 2 different sets of partners, right? Mm-hmm. I had partners who I used to hustle with as far as like we do legal shit, little clown and shit. And I had partners that were into, the street shit. Right. So it was like I was living 2 lives. Right. It did, but it's like the street shit I was gravitating to more because I was like, ooh, I like this type of shit, like this type. Yeah, it's the vibe I'm on. Mm-hmm. But I feel like that's what led me to, me getting locked up.
With saying that, with that being said, you gravitating to that more. Why would that? Let me fix myself. Why you think you gravitated more to that side?
I mean, because it's like when you grow up your whole life doing good shit. I mean, playing, being a clown and all that. Mm-hmm. It's just then you get a taste of that wild life. You be like, Lord, this shit kind of different, fun. Like, because I'm at the end of the day, I'm not grown, I'm still young. So my mind, it's not fully developed yet. So I'm like, damn, I won't go to parties, riding cars. When my other partners, none of us don't got no cars, none of us ain't going to no parties. We on some get money shit, but we
ain't that yet.
Yeah, but these niggas got called, they getting their mama called, we running around,
so basically like the money side. The money was beneficial more on that side quickly.
Yeah, right.
All right, let's get to your situation if you can expand on what happened or why you went to jail.
Yeah,
at 17, right?
Yeah, 17, I committed a crime and it was a shootout I had in front of my school. I ain't gonna downplay it. It was big. I had a shootout in front of my school. Someone got shot. So, they charged me with all this. I'm on the school campus, whoever that was, in the truck. Pulled up. We started exchanging shots. Someone got shot. They booked me with it because, the girl saw me out there where I saw Elvin shooting.
Another student?
Yeah. So, but good thing, dog. That's why I say good thing. Like, God always did, had his hands on me. So good thing I had good people around me that said, you know what, nah, dude ain't shoot me. I know who shot me. Them dudes in the truck. And so, like, a lot of my charges got dropped down to, like, lesser charges. So.
Okay. So the situation that day, was it words exchanged between you and the guys?
Dog, it's gonna be real with you. Actually, them dudes shot my house up like a few hours before that.
Damn.
That's what led to that. Like, yeah.
Anybody was in there?
No, dog. And that's the crazy part. It's like, I thank God every day because it's like how they did it. My neighbors said they knocked on the door and they waited. And then they start shooting through the door. But nobody was in there. So, when my neighbor told me about that, I'm like, oh, yeah, I know what's going on. I know where they going to be at. And then they actually called me on some bullshit like, yeah, bitch, you lucky y'all was in there. Like, yeah, all right, bet.
Oh, so you already know.
Yeah, because it was at a basketball game, so I'm already knowing y'all going there. That's what
everybody going to be there as soon as it's over.
Man, yeah.
Okay, so what was your charge you actually got since all the charges were dropped?
All right, I was with charges I copped out to. It was discharging a firearm around a school function, negligent injury because the girl said that somehow my gun powder from my gun went in her eyes. Gunpowder from my gun went in her eyes, so they charged me for that. Illegal use of a firearm on school grounds, still.
So nothing like attempted murder, manslaughter.
I was on attempt, but they dropped the attempt. Like I said, they dropped the attempt in my 60 days. Yeah, they dropped the attempt.
Okay, was you I guess angry at the girl who said saw you shoot?
Man, bro, then it's so crazy. What hurt me the most is I know this girl.
You know
like,
it?
She went like
to this day.
Yeah, like before that, like that was my partner. So I'm like, damn, why could you even? And like, she was one of the main ones that perned me out. Ain't nobody else perned me out. She perned me out like, yeah, him, like, for the lineup.
Why? Was she scared?
Bro, I don't know. Why would she do that when she know I know everything about you? Like, why would you even fuck over me like that? But that's some question that I may never get answered, and I don't even ask her. Like, I just put the shit behind me. Like,
I was gonna ask you, did y'all ever talk
about
something like that?
Nah, we never talked about that shit.
Okay, would you be open to that?
Nah, man. Like I was just talking about on my live, and I said, dog, we can only go two directions, and like forwards and backwards. Yep. So that type of situation, I leave that behind me. Like, I'm not turning, you turning to ever get questions on answers on that. Right, it's like, I'm moving forward.
Okay. Now, when you get your sentence, when you let's talk about the process after the incident. You I could imagine you get a lawyer.
Right.
You fight your charges, and how do you get to the sentence that you got?
Well, actually, it goes like this, man. You get your lawyer. They put you through motions. If your lawyer want to file motions for you to, to suppress the evidence with all evidence they have against you. Like I said, I had a witness that's saying that she printed me out like, yeah, he shot the gun. All right. So I mean, going to trial, it's like it didn't make any sense because the witness saying that I shot the gun. The dude who got shot, he's saying that I was out there. He said he never saw me shooting, but I was out there. So I was already put on the scene, you know what I'm saying? So, like, going to trial was never, my intentions. So that's out the gate. We was like, let's see if we can get us a nice deal to get you out the way.
Okay, so when they told you, when they sentenced you to 10 years, was that, you agreed on doing 10 years, knowing you was eligible?
Yeah. See, how what's going on is, like, they sentenced, like, on the charge I was on, they dropped all my charges to non-aggravated charges. Okay. Right? So, and they say, all right, we're going to give you 10 years, but you're eligible for parole also by you being first offender. So we're going to give you 10 years, but if you do right, and then you come home off a certain amount of time.
Okay, so what is non-aggravated? Remind me.
All right, aggravated is when you do 85% of your charge. Non-aggravated when around that time you was doing about, I think 45. I don't know, 35.
All right, so that's good.
Yeah, it's good. It was good.
Okay,
good.
so when you get that, what was you thinking when you get to the courthouse? You know what you're taking already. Your family all around. I can imagine they showing you some support, loving you. What you thinking at that moment?
mean, to be honest with you, bro, like my mind was made up. I'm like, bro, I'm about to go up in here, I'm about to do it, and you know, I'm however it comes, that's what it is. Because like when you in situations like that, the worst thing you can do is just stress yourself out. You already gone through it. Yep. So why would you put yourself through more pain? You just gotta say, you know what, I'm accepting, we're gonna roll with it. And that's the type of time I was on.
Facts. Now, let's get to the next part of the section.
Let's get it.
You get to jail. What was your mindset first day? How was the first day for you?
All right, I'm not even gonna lie. You know how people be like, man, you go to jail and you think about all the games that they playing. I mean, I was slick side prepared in the parish. I knew one thing, like jail ain't really how people, you know, hype it up to be.
Okay.
But see, when I went upstate, it's like it's actually like that. Like but it's not actually like that, but it could get on that type of time, any minute type shit. So when I come up there, I'm coming up there knowing one thing. This shit real. I ain't go to juvenile. I went upstate like what actual people doing time, like grown folks. Yeah.
Okay, now when you get there, you say it's different from the regular jail, like county jail. When you go there, what's the difference?
I mean, when you upstate, it's the respect level is up here. It's like high. Like in the parish, you know, you have dudes playing all day fight. Like they fighting charges. Like they don't understand. But when you get around dudes who got 50 years, 60 years, who been down 15 years, who been down 20, like that's their life. Like that's their world. So it's way different. Like the respect different. You're not about to just be walking past nobody and you bump them and you just, man, they gonna say, hey, youngster, oh, my bad, school. Excuse me. You know, that's the type of respect they have because that's their world. Right. They not leaving that bitch. That's their world. So
heard that. Now, what are some crazy stories you got from jail that is interesting or funny or some moment that you remember from there?
Man, son, I ain't lying, dog. I always tell people, dog, my craziest moment when I actually saw two men having sex. I'm like, oh this is real. Yeah, I'm like, oh, this is real. I mean, nah, it's like they under the rack type shit, under like the beds where we sleep.
You was in a big dome.
Yeah, I was in an open flat. Yeah, open man tent. And it's like, you know, you hear about this shit. But it's hit different when you actually see this shit. I'm like, oh no, they really doing this shit up here. I'm like, yeah, they really, nigga, what you thought? Man, nighttime, I'm talking about the wee house and get freaky at night. Damn. So some shit like that, but it's like, I ain't lying, bro. And it's like, I saw that shit, I said, and it's like, I was shocked. I'm minding my business. It's one of them nights I woke up out my sleep. I gotta, you know, use it. I come back and it's like, I'm hearing it and I look and I'm,
like they really doing this
shit. And I had to keep because my mind had to register what I was seeing. I'm like, oh no, this is real.
You didn't expect that shit, huh?
I didn't expect this shit. So that shit crazy.
That shit crazy as hell.
It's real though. It's real.
Damn. So how was your whole 4.5 years there? Was it smooth? Did you have any altercations, fights, anything like that?
Nah, you really get shipped to different places. I had a couple of altercations, but it's nothing serious. I mean, you know, small things with dealing with shoes when you come upstate, you know. You fresh up there, you come up there with nice shoes. You got dudes that got 20, 30 years, and they looking at you like, man, you got 10 years, 3 years, 5 years, you about to be out the door, man. Let me get them. But it wasn't on that type of time nobody taking my shit. Right. They was just on some type of shit I let somebody use, and they took it from him. But I had to go get that, and I got that. So, you know, the little problems linked that shit like that.
Okay, so no big things. No. Good. Now, I want to get to the things you learned in prison. You say you learn how to fix cars. When you sent me that, I was like, how the fuck is that possible? Was you fixing cars and how you learn to fix cars?
It's crazy. First of all, let me name you a few things that I learned in jail besides cars.
Right.
Number one is patience.
All right.
Dog, you learn a lot of patience in jail because it's like, imagine you coming up with big ideas, right? You want to do these things. You got big old dreams, and you wake up and you say, damn, I can't put this in action because I still got 4 more years to go. So it's like, you learn patience. So what you do, you feel what I'm saying, during that time, you waiting. So I'm learning patience. I'm putting everything together. I'm trying to focus on, all right, when I do get out, this was going to happen. So I'm learning patience. And another thing, I learned respect. See, listen, you don't know you got respect until you go to prison. and you certain things you do, and people give you a weird look, and you be like, "What the fuck? What you looking at me for?" Hey, bro, next time, when somebody coming through the door, you make sure you hold the door up. If they don't just let the door shut, like little small shit. So I learn respect up there. They talking loud over somebody while somebody asleep. I'm talking loud. I'm not conscious that this man's sleeping. I'm just running it because I'm so out there, and I be like, "Oh, my bad, school." He move over. "Oh, my bad, school. I'm tripping. I'm out of line. I gotta learn to use my inside verse." So respect that. But cause, man, I got a funny story about cause. So I get transferred to this different jail, St. Tammany Parish jail. I'll never forget. So they give you a paper that you fill out all the your job experience, right? Because if they put you on trustee, jails, prisons, they don't pay for anything. They have a prisoner who gonna fix the AC, a prisoner who gonna fix whatever, anything they need done. They got a prisoner who gonna do it. So they give you a paper. What's your job experience? Because if we need it, you gonna work it.
Right. We call
Man, I don't know why I put auto mechanic on the people paper. I want to put auto mechanic, dog. Why 2 weeks later, the auto mechanic trustee that they had, he got shipped. That's who they called up to go replace him. Me. Man, I get to the shop. I'm like, what's going on? They like, well, we thought you was a Mexican by your last name, Alvarez, because like my dad's Spanish. Okay. So they were like, what you know how to do? I looked at him and I said, bro, I don't know how to do nothing. Hey, what is you doing here? I lied, but I always wanted to learn how to work on call. So, the man gave me an opportunity, to learn how to work on call.
So y'all really worked on cars today, motherfucker.
Man, like
the police vans. Yeah,
the police, like they actually have a shop, right? A real big nice shop to where they maintenance all their police cars because they not about to be paying no mechanic shop. Nah, they gonna build a shop and they gonna let inmates work it for free. I mean, that's just what it is. So that's what they did. And we working on all St. Tammany Parish police officer calls. Every call you see in St. Tammany Parish, they go through the mechanic shop I'm working at.
Okay, so how many jails did you go to throughout the 4.5 years?
Man, I went to a lot. I went to Conport, DCI. I went to Hunts. I went to a lot of them, bro.
Why they switch you so much?
I mean, that's just what they do, bro. Like, they bounce you around. They never want you to get comfortable unless you got real time. So if you got real time, then they probably put you on the spot and keep you there until. But if you got like little knick-knack, 10 years to me, 10 years is a lot to somebody like us. But to somebody who got 50 and 60, like, bro, your time is nothing. They could do that on their head. Right. So they really just ship you around to different prisons and shit.
So if you keep getting shipped like that, how do you keep getting acclimated to the new situation? I mean, you know you're not gonna be there.
It's like this. It's like, bro, jail is like it's same principles, dog. It's just probably some jail a little wilder, but it's like you see the same people. Like you just in that jail circle. Like, man, that boy's in DCI with me in 2008, 2007, like shit like that. So it's like this is the same little circle. You just in a different jail. That's it.
I heard that. One more question about jail, then we're gonna get off this topic.
Let's get it.
Did you see any family members in jail?
Man, I saw a lot of my cousins.
Man,
a lot of my cousins. My uncle. Some of my partners who I ain't seen in a long time, and I see them doing. They got old up there, and I'm like, boy, this where you been? Like, man, that's where I been at. Like my partner Ruger, he got took out the game when he was like 2009, and 2013, 14. I saw him. I ain't seen him since 2009. I said, damn, nigga, this where you been? Like, yeah, that's where I been at. Man. So I saw, a lot of partners who, got took out a little early.
Okay, now release date come.
Yeah.
When was your release date?
October. I think October 15th.
Boy, you just coming up on the anniversary.
October. Then. No, yeah, I think it's October. Matter of fact, no, October 17th. 2017.
Today the 15th, you coming up on a 6-year anniversary or a 5-year anniversary.
Yeah, but it's so crazy though, bro. Cause listen, I just come home and doing 13 months.
Right.
Like real talk.
we gonna get into that situation. Yeah. Now I want to talk about this first release date though. What's your do you know you getting released that day?
Yeah.
All right, so the night before, what's your mindset?
I mean, my whole thing is, man, it's finally over type shit. Okay. It's like when you get close to that release day, you go to thinking about, man, listen, it's over with. I'm about to come home and it's about to be up. Like, it's over with.
What was the conversations with Cause I hear this on a lot of movies. People be like, "You don't tell nobody your release date." Is it really like that?
Yeah, it's really like that because how that is. You just don't. Yeah, it's all type of reason why you don't tell people your release date, but you tell family. But certain people, like, you don't want them knowing when you come on. You just want to pop out and just just be in the mix without everybody expecting you to come on and all these fucked up intentions and all this crazy shit. Like, so you.
Heard that. So you get out. It's time to get out in the morning. What that day like for you? What that?
And it was good. It was good. I ain't lying, dog. I'm like, it's finally over type shit. Like, damn, this shit real. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you walking and you like, damn, this shit real. You said to yourself, like, boy, this shit bitches up. It's real. It's real. I'm home. So I had that type of energy. Like, I'm finally home. Like, this shit real.
Okay, what did they feed you in that though?
Man, in jail, one thing I see about it, if you're not in the system, see, they have this thing called the system, and it's like real prisons like Hunts, DCI, Rayburn, David Wade, jails like that. That's like the prison system.
Okay.
And they have satellite camps. Satellite camps bullshit. And you're going to eat slop. In jail, you're going to eat some nice. It's still all right, but you're going to eat some nice. But the food, I'm not going to lie, it's not good. Not nothing that to brag on, but it's good. I be seeing pictures of all it's not nothing to brag on, but it's to each his own. If they like it, they like it. They don't. They give you an opportunity to buy a commissary. I most definitely can say that.
Okay, we moving out, but when I noticed prison now has the FaceTime. Did they get that when you was in there, or they had it before?
Nah, they got that after I done left.
Okay, so like 20.
But when I came back, I saw that shit. I used to visit that shit. How it is now, bro. And I'm gonna tell you some real shit. That shit that it costs. They making money, right? The prison system, they drink. I'm talking about they making real money. And it's like one visit that should be like $5 for 15 minutes.
On the FaceTime?
Yeah, and the quality is so whack. Like the quality, no good quality. So it's like $5. Certain people saying, yeah, I could visit. You could visit me. You not understanding every time they visit it's $5, bro, for 15 fucking minutes.
And how many calls can you get per day?
You can. It's unlimited. You can get however many calls.
They want that money.
They want that money. They're not looking at the bigger picture. Like,
okay, now we off the first jail stint. We outside now.
All right.
It's what's your first weekend like outside? Did you have to go to like what they call it, halfway house?
Nah, I've been through that. I've been through that, and but that was while I was doing my time. I've been through that, but I actually came home from a halfway house.
All right.
But my first week home, you got to see your parole officer, and then after that, it's just that. Like they don't send you to any program to help you get on your feet. They don't do none of that. It's like, hey, you back in the world. All right, go ahead. We just expect you to not come to jail.
Okay.
So my mind was like, I can't just come out here and just be on that type of time. So what I did, I enrolled in a program called Strive NOLA, and it's like a job readiness program where they help you get ready for job interviews and stuff like that. So that's what I did.
All right.
It's because I'm like in jail. I used to take all type of programs that kept me out of jail foolishness. So I said, why not bring that same principle to outside world? So I did that, and I ain't lying to help.
Okay. Strive NOLA. I want to ask, what is the difference between parole and probation?
All right, parole is after you finish your sentence, right?
All right.
Parole is after you finish your sentence. It's like you 1 feet in, 1 feet out.
All right.
Right. Like we gonna let you out, but we're gonna have somebody who supervise you. Probation is a little different. Probation is like we're gonna give you probation. We're gonna avoid you going to jail. Right, we're gonna avoid you going to jail. We're gonna supervise you. You don't have to go to jail because we're gonna supervise you. But if you mess up, then we're gonna put you in jail.
All right.
Parole
so you finished the sentence?
Yeah, parole is when you actually have to go through the jail system.
All right.
Probation avoiding you going through the jail system.
Okay, got you.
Giving you like a little warning, like listen, chill out.
All right.
Parole is all right. You got to do this time, but when we let you out, we're gonna make you do half of the time. All right, you got to chill now.
All right.
That's the difference between parole and probation.
Got you. Now, you say you went to Strive to get you like job ready. How was that experience for you though?
I ain't lying. That was like one of the dopest experiences, man. I ran into my man. Shouts out to Vladimir. I ran into my man's dog, and it's like I ain't lying, dog. That nigga dope. He dope because it's like he did time also, so he understood me. You know what I'm saying? He understood anybody that went through that struggle. And it's like when you have somebody on your side that wants you to win,
right?
Man, that's different, and it hit different because he understood where I was at. Like you have different people who end up in that program, not just in cause people who come from jail, but I'm talking about people that never been in jail. But when somebody can relate to somebody who's fresh out of jail, like bro, I'm the head director and I know what you going through. I've been there, so it hit different. It was like he was on me, like man, listen. you gonna get it. You could be where I'm at. You feel what I'm saying? Because I was where you at. So
okay, that's a different connection when somebody
that's the
went through
different
what you went
connection.
through besides somebody who not there and just telling you what
Yeah,
they think.
right.
I get that. Now, you adapting back to being outside of jail. How was you adapting back to like your family, making friends, connecting with women? Because I know 4.5 years.
Yeah. I mean, to be real with you, dog, it's not hard for me to adjust. Because while I was in jail, I didn't let my mind I didn't let, like, you know how people say you institutionalized. Yeah. Like, you let jail fuck. I didn't let I was always out there. Like, I always kept my mind outside of prison. Right. So it wasn't hard for me. Actually, prison helped me look at things for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had friends that didn't do anything for me. So when I come home, like, I see that, hey, bro, you was never with me. You only were with me because where I was at in life. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, prison, you know, woke me up. It made me look at things real different. So it wasn't hard for me to adjust. It actually made me look at the world in a different type of way. The way I should have been looking at the world.
It's kind of like sad that somebody has to go to prison to realize who really there for them.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's kind of fucked up.
That's crazy.
So how do you get into working? What's your job coming out? Starting for NOLA.
When I started out with Scribe NOLA, bro, I had got me a job at Domino's. I'll never forget Domino's Pizza.
Oh, I saw your piece. I saw your picture when you was on your story. Like, I used to do fucking
it's like, dog, it's in Air Just. And I'll never forget, bro. Me and my cousin driving on Air Just. I got a 1998 Honda, bro. And it's like, I saw the sign that said, now hiring delivery driver. I said, cuz, I'm about to get this job. Me and my cousin, he on some shit like, man, you got me fucked up, bro. I'm about to go serve the pizza. You tripping. But he wound up putting the application in just like me. But somehow, his application wasn't working, so my shit went through. And they actually called me. So I'm talking about, bro, they called me, and I got the job. And the man, he come out to tell you, like, come on, last part of the interview, we got to check your car out. Man, this nigga said a Honda. He looked. He said, put the blankets on. Put that one on. As long as the blankets work, we good. I said, let's go. I said, let's go.
1998 Honda, my first car was the 01 Honda,
man. That nigga said, long as the blankets work, you can work. I said, we rolling.
All right, so how long was that? You got that job? How long was it till you got that?
I kept Domino's for like 8 months, dog. But the whole time I'm working at Domino's, but I'm also going to school, New Orleans Job Corps.
Okay.
So I'm going to school, and after I get out of school, I'm going to deliver pizza.
All right.
So, you know, and then in the midst of that, that's why I got my high school diploma at New Orleans Job Corps. And I also got my electrical house wiring trade there. Okay. And then I got in the union, the electrical union. But I'm so much of a hustler. I'm working my electrical union. I'm in a union, and I'm still delivering pizza.
Okay.
Like, that's how, I mean, I'm just a hustler, bro.
Because electricians, they work more than 9 to 5 and shit like that.
Yeah, and I'm like, boy, look, I'm about to go catch up on Domino's. Domino's got some good cash on them tips. Right. Especially how I didn't manifest. I'm talking about, I'm a hustler. I'm at the door. How you doing, man? I told you I was going to get your pizza in time. That was me on the delivery call. And they, all right, huh? Yeah, so I'm finessing. I'm jigging.
So, electrical, how do you get into that? At Job Corps, they had like certain trades you could do, and you pick that.
Yeah, you have certain trades. Like when you first come to New Orleans Job Corps, they sit you, they walk you through a tour of the different trades they have. They have medical, they have carpentry, they have culinary, and you know, things like that. So I'm going to each one of them. Now my mind frame at the time, I was like, man, whatever one of them finish first, like fast, that's the one I want to be in. Like I ain't got time to be sitting here no 6 months trying to get no trade. All right. But it was so crazy because it's like, because I really come there for my high school diploma, but you can't get a high school diploma unless you get a trade also. All right. So I'm walking through it, and they like, yeah, medical only 90 days and culinary 90, but carpentry and electric 6 months. Like, I ain't trying to do none of that. So when they walk me through that, and they bring me to the electrical department, I'm looking, and I see that shit, and I said, damn, this what I want to do. Like this. Yeah, I ain't lying. I probably compromised the 6 months because this shit looks like something I want to do. So that's what made me tap into electrical work.
Okay, so after you get your trade, did you do any electrical work?
Yeah. After I got my trade, like I said, I went to New Orleans, the IBU, International Brotherhood Electrical Union. So I went there, and they actually walked me through, and I actually got a job with Barnes Electric, and I was doing like industrial work. It wasn't house wire, it was like industrial stuff, but it was cool. I liked it there, but I was like, nah, this ain't me.
Okay.
But it was good money, but I was like, this ain't me.
Okay, so moving on from the electrical, you doing electrical work. What was your next step?
My next step, like after like doing electrical work, then I also was working on my brand, my lifestyle brand with me and my man, Lorraine Dope Living. That's the hat I got on.
Right.
So like my whole time when I got out of jail, dog, even when I was up in jail, I met Lorraine. So he was telling me about the lifestyle brand of just being the best version of yourself, just grinding, bro, and just motivating others, just living your life, bro, and just, fulfilling your dreams. And so we pushing that, like we was trying to, come up with hats, we trying to come up with a clothing brand. So that was like, he always kept that entrepreneur spirit alive in me. Even when I was like falling victim to working for somebody, like with the electrical union, he always said,
still do this on the side,
do that.
bro.
Like, you got the clothing line you can work with. And then I started about it, I'm like, man, I know how to fix on cars. Cause bro, listen, I started fixing on cars like a year after I got out. Like I'm talking, I learned how to fix on cars in jail, but I ain't start fixing on cars till a year later after I got out.
Okay.
So that was crazy.
With that being said, the fixing on cars.
Yeah.
What was your first job? You remember your first job?
I remember my first job like yesterday. It was actually my uncle, bro, my Uncle David, man. Shout out to my Uncle David. Right now he have a problem with his eyes, like, he really can't see. So, but he wasn't like that all the time. He was actually a traveling physical therapist.
Okay.
And diabetes and stuff due to that problem, caused him his sight. But I'm talking about this was a man that gave me everything. Like whenever we needed, as far as like anything, my uncle was always there.
All right.
And so, he was telling me about, his cars. And I'm like, oh, I know I do that on cars too. I know how to work on cars. Like, yeah, he's like, man, I need an oil change. So it was in Baton Rouge. I drove all the way out there, had my oil change, and some told me just record. I'm like, man, I'm about to record myself. So I set it up and record. Y'all already know who it is, what it is. That's how I came up with the who it is, what it is, who it is, what it is. I'm doing the oil change, my uncle oil change. So I'm breaking it down, showing him how easy it was. Like my whole time, I'm not advertising to do nobody oil change. I'm just showing them how I know how to do oil change. Like this shit easy. And I posted on Instagram, and
everybody on the comments, come do mine.
That bitch went up. They like, boy, how much you charge? And I'm like, at the time, bro, I don't know how much oil change is going for. I'm like $20. Like $20, boy, we paying $100. Boy, what's your number? When you can come do mine? Like, I'm getting so many DMs. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna come do yours right here. And then when I start doing it and getting the 20s, and I noticed, I said, let me record this. And then I'm talking about, it went going crazy. Like I'm getting 50, 60 DMs. Hey, man, they say you do the oil change for the 20, man. What's up? I'm like, yeah, I got to put you on this. I got a schedule now. I got to put you on the schedule. I'm still working. I'm still doing my electrical work.
Right.
Still dominoes on weekends. I got to put you on my weekend schedule. So that's how that went.
Okay, dang. So you blew up off $20 oil change.
Man, $20 oil change. And I'm coming up at your friend, dude. Like, you ain't got to go nowhere.
Okay, so when was the name Hustleman originated?
It was so crazy because a female gave me this name. And to this day, I wish I could have saved her Instagram because I don't know her. And I don't even remember, but I know a female because I used to sell all type of stuff. Do all chains. I used to sell puppets. I used to sell everything. Like my auntie had a dog, she had puppets. I'm on my Instagram. I got puppets for sale.
I DM you about one of the puppets.
Yeah, I think I'm an all around hustler. She like, bro, you the Hustleman. I'm like, who the Hustleman? She like, you also the Hustleman on Martin. I see. So I looked him up. I'm like, man, get the fuck. Cause he tore up all about it. So she like, yeah, you just a hustler. Like, you a hustler. We gonna call you a hustler, man. I just ran with the name.
Dang. Now, you fit the name because you is a hustler.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
I want to get more into, because that we touched on all the way up to what, like 2018, 2019, with you fixing the cars.
Yeah.
Now, what year was Trench Boxing
Trench Boxing was 20.
Because this was crazy.
2020, I think. 2020.
Before Corona?
Yeah, 2020. No, during Corona. 2021.
This was crazy, yo. Instagram.
Trench Boxing was one of my biggest accomplishments in my life.
Yes. Now, how did that come out? Was this your idea?
Man, listen, Trench Boxing was actually, like, they been doing it, right? And I'm going to say the Fisher Project.
Okay.
I'm going to just say the Fisher Project. But they was doing it, but how they was doing it, they was doing it just for the fun. Nah, this was fun. Like, if we get into it, like, let's get in them clubs, let's roll. Okay. And they recorded, like, it wasn't no type of, we gonna set structure matches up. It was structured. It was just something like that. So I'm on Instagram after one of them long days I worked, because I was known for going to Instagram and just, jokes.
All right.
So I'm on live, and I saw this guy, 9, and shouts out to P9. P9 had just knocked somebody out. And I was like, ooh, man, because I saw recent videos of him. I'm like, man, that dude been putting shit up back there in them trenches. So I'm actually saying that, listen, I want to bet my money on him. I'm like, I want to bet 90. I'm going to come back there, and I bet anybody that nobody can beat 90. So the whole project tell me he got to do that. He'll knock 90 out, 90 scared. And so I'm like, man, fuck what y'all talking about. I want to see 90 knock some out. You hear me? So the whole time I'm on live, these people like, wait, what you talking about? Because one thing about New Orleans, if you talking about mess, you gonna get a lot of people tapping in. Mess, you already know. And it's like the whole time, bro, people just tapped in. They like, man, what you talking about? Hustle, man, who fighting what? What's going on? And I'm like, no, man, listen, dog. 90 gonna knock some out of them gloves. Whoever trying to get them gloves with 90, I got my money up. And then this dude named Chisel out the 7-1, Chisel came on and like, man, I will beat the piss out 90. And I said, oh, that's the hand we fan. Cause see 90 and Heemster, they both, from the Fisher, right? Okay. So once somebody outside of Fisher was like, I would beat the fuck out 90, it's not even 90 and Heemster no more. Now it's on some 90 versus the 7-1 dude, this dude from the 7-1. So they like, 90 come on that, man, I would beat the fuck out that dude. So dude went to DMing me his videos of him knocking shit out without gloves. So I'm like, man, listen, we could do this. So the whole line was like, well, why y'all don't just get on gloves? I'm like, man, look, let me set it up. We meet up. You hear me? If you won't do it, you won't do it. And then that's how it happened.
Okay. Now, these went crazy on Instagram Live. When you threw them, the shit was packed to the roof. Everybody was on live. Everybody, man, who in the ring? A lot of KOs, a lot of knockouts. Yeah. What was the most memorable knockout you seen?
Man, the most memorable knockout I ever saw was damn, who that was got knocked? Oh, and BR, dog, Baron Rouge. And they got man, what this dude's name is? Damn, man, I forgot dude's name.
It's all good, but who knocked him out?
Man, I want to try to tell. I forgot.
Oh, you forgot the nigga who knocked him out?
I think his name. I forgot his name, dog. But anyways,
it was bad.
Man, he knocked the shit out of this man. I'm talking about. See when nigga knock you out, your partner fair play for you. Your partner jumping in the ring and trying to fight somebody that just knocked you out. That's when you know you got knocked out bad.
Oh, so he wouldn't move. He was on.
Yeah. So
shit.
So dude name was money shot.
Okay.
You hear me? He called it money shot because how he fight, he gonna boom, 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 and he gonna hit you with that money
shot.
So he called it money shot. So when money shot knocked the nigga out, I'm talking about dude, people come jumping in the ring trying to jump on money shot. That was like one of the craziest one I ever saw.
Okay, so how did you get it together, like with security, like liability, shit like that? Like if somebody do get knocked out, how y'all treat them?
It's like this, bro, and that's why I come with I structured trench boxing.
Okay.
Right? I structured all that because at first it was just on some street shit.
Right.
But then after we did what we did and the first video went viral, it's like, and I always tell people it's like, man, and this one of the things that I live by. Whatever you start, bro, don't worry about nothing. Just know one thing. If you start it and you wholeheartedly stand behind it, God gonna track you're gonna track everything you need. Like, so after that first video went viral, like everything we needed, you had people in my DMs like, Hustleman, that was good. But next time, get you some medical staff out there. And you had girls that's like, Hustleman, I go to school for this, I could be your medical staff. Like all these people came upon me. And I'm like, all right, bet. So next fight, y'all gonna come there in case somebody knocked out. So everything was brought to me. Everything.
Worked
I'm talking
itself
about.
out.
It worked itself out. Like I was attracted. Everything I need to structure it. Only thing what I had to do is make sure, hey, I had to put it together. See, you can have all the resources, but if you don't have the mind to put it together, it's not gonna work. Okay. So
So when you was putting it together, how did you structure it as a business? Like the people came to you. Did you because I saw you went on Instagram. You was like, Trench Boxing got the LLC now. You already know we real deal.
It's like so once we found out that it could be something, I always tell people, man, listen, if you make, I don't care if you selling cookies, bro, go get your LLC. Let's get it recognized by the state of Louisiana. You did. That's the only way they're gonna take your business serious. Right. You can't say I got a business and you don't have an LLC. You're not recognized by your state. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do. I want to recognize. I said, let's recognize it. Let's get an LLC. Let's do it. It's a real business, so we can get recognized by the state of Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna roll it like that because it's actually a business.
Okay.
So once I did that, I'm like, all right, my man's LT. He do the LLCs. I said, let's get it, and we went with it like that.
Okay. Now, you set up the matches?
Yeah, I set up the match. I do everything online.
Okay. So how you find out who wants to fight each other? Was everybody who fighting had like some type of issue, or they just wanted to win some money?
Nah. Some people, dog, it's so crazy because when I first started trans boxing, nobody wanted money. Mm-hmm. They just wanted to shine. They just wanted the spotlight. Yeah, and it's like you'll be surprised how many people just want to just release energy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I go on live and be like, man, look, we got a match tonight. I'm looking for fighters who gon' and offer your Instagram and how hype you is. The live gonna let me know if I should put you in the ring. Right. Let's just say I got 300, 400 people on my live. Mm-hmm. And you be like, add me, I won't fight, and I add you. And I be like, what's up, brother? What you got going on? And you come on there, man, I'm out the 9 wild, been knocking shit out. You can ask me. You got all your people in the behind. Yeah, he been getting it. You got your drunk auntie, my nephew, or knock one of you mother. Everybody on the line like, yeah, Hustle, we gotta see him. So I'll be like, all right, how much behind you weigh? All right, we gonna put you on there. You got niggas like, Hustle, man, put me on there with him. Add me.
So I'm gonna punish you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna add you. And you be like, man, I will knock. See his auntie, I'm gonna knock him out and kiss her. So, and that's like,
that's
and everybody,
that's like promo.
Yeah, and it's like they really actually putting this shit there themselves. I'm just gonna structure it.
Facts. Now, you had women fighting too.
Yeah.
How did the women come about? Without the pulling hair stuff, they got boxes.
Bro, you'll be surprised, bro. Girls be hey son, how the world working now, females feel like they can do whatever. So,
right.
So, you have females out there that actually that get down. They ain't gotta pull her, like go from the shoulder.
Right.
And they like, Hustle, man, what's up? Put me in there with somebody. I won't roll. Mm-hmm. And you like I said, whenever you got 2 or more, you can make it happen. So right. I'll get somebody on that, and we roll it like that.
Who's your favorite fighters? Women and male, 1 and 2.
All right.
Just 1 and 1.
I'm gonna say this. See, I started. Well, my champ was Chris One, right?
Okay.
But he wasn't my favorite fighter.
All right. Who your favorite? Fighter
My dog, but he wasn't my favorite. My favorite fighter was Wee, the yeah button.
Why?
And I'm gonna tell you why Wee was the my favorite fighter, because Wee get it in, mm-hmm. and Wee win in style. He when he beat your ass, he gonna beat your ass in style. He gonna dip with the crowd. He gonna cut up. He gonna laugh. And listen, he don't have no picks. Like a lot of dudes that I put in the match, they talk that hype shit on Instagram, but they DM me like, wait, Hustle, man.
Him, huh?
Yeah, man, just put somebody in me. How long they been fighting? Wee? Man, I done saw Wee grab the nigga out the crowd. His somebody who you were supposed to fight ain't show up. Mm-hmm. Wee, man, Hustle, I won't fight tonight. Mm-hmm. I'm in the middle of the stage. Man, look at my man's, his fight ain't show up. Who trying to fight? A big old G.I. Joe looking nigga. Man, I'll take him. I say, homie, man, get him up here. Let's go.
What you was thinking?
Yeah, I was like, you gotta understand though. It's like I never forget that night. Super Cent, all of them was in the building, right. And they were looking at, and I was like, damn, I said, this the beauty of this shit. Mm-hmm. You did, because just calling them out, the whole crowd went crazy. Like, yeah, mm-hmm. You picked up a big old giant, man. We skinny, mm-hmm. So everybody thinking we about to get stupid ass beat, man. They had to stop the fight, because dude, I was fucked up. We fucked dude eye up. And we went to cutting up in that bitch dancing. I'm talking about everybody loving, everybody like, yeah. So that was my favorite fighter, the yeah boy.
Facts. Now, I want to get to the end of trench boxing. How did it end? Because it just went off. Went off.
I mean, with trench boxing, like I said, dog, and whatever, I mean, they had a lot of people who copied off trench boxing, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people who started their own little fight night wave or whatever. Mm-hmm. But what they was doing is, I mean, they started it, and I wasn't tripping off them starting anything, because, I mean, I learned this later on after, shit went left, that whenever you start something great, automatically people gonna copy it.
Right.
That's when you got some great. So at first I used to be looking at it like, man, they copying off of me, but I went through and I matured up like, hey, I just had some great. Mm-hmm. But what was going on was a lot of fights was being hosted, and it wasn't being hosted in the way I host mine. All right. So off of other people think they thinking that was my fight.
I get what you're saying.
So I got indicted by the state troopers. Mm-hmm. Because of the U.S. Boxing Commission is saying that, hey, this guy named Hustleman hosting these illegal fights. If somebody get killed, he would be reliable, and y'all have to do something about this. He getting paid for these fights. They're not legal. They're not sanctioned, and they saying shit. And I'm talking about they putting charges on me that I didn't host that fight.
Nothing to do with it, huh?
Like, I didn't host these fights. They got these dudes, dog. These dudes went to booking fights and fucking baby shower hoes. I swear, bro.
I think I saw it in them on some tile floor or some shit.
Bro, these dudes is booking fights in baby shower hoes, and it's like all this coming back to the man who started it.
Right.
And they saying they not looking at it though. Oh, that's they fight. You know what they saying? You started this whole wave. Mm-hmm. You the one got these people doing it, so we gonna take down the head.
So that's what happened.
Okay. Yeah, so that's what happened.
So how did they come to you? And was you shocked when they
Man,
came? Like,
let me tell you, I'll never forget. It was a Friday. My parole officer called me. She said, Alvarez, I need to see you Monday morning sharp. 8 o'clock sharp.
What was in your head?
So in my head, I'm like, I've been doing good, so I ain't tripping. I'm like, all right, I'll be there Monday. I'm thinking just like one of them, little check-ins. So I come there, and she said me now. She said, Alvarez. I said, what's up? She said, you about to go to jail. I said, man, stop playing with me, dog. Because my parole, she jokes bad. I'm like, man, stop playing with me. She like, for real. I'm like, for what? And she put the paper in front of me. And it was a flyer of a fight that I hosted like 2 months prior. I'm like, what this for? And then the troopers, she said, I'm going to let the troopers explain to you. And they come in there. And it was like, Mr. Alvarez, man, listen. This is one of the, I'm talking about, listen, we didn't even know what to charge you with. These people kept calling us every day saying that we have to charge you because you was doing something illegal. So they found a charge called illegal contact sport, which came up in 2014, bro. So they say we have to charge you with it just to get them off our back. Mm-hmm. So my parole officer said it was a felony, and when you catch a felony, you're not supposed to bind out. Like you're supposed to stay in there until you resolve that charge. Mm-hmm. So my parole officer, she was kind enough to say, you know what, Al, I know it's a felony. I know it's small. It's because it's this little petty boxing. So I'm going to let you bind out. I'm going to allow you to bind out. Mm-hmm. But do not cop out to this felony because if you do, I got to violate you. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, that's cool. I bet. So that's what happened with that.
Damn. So when they charge you with that, how did you end up with your 13 months?
Man, listen, so I'm dealing with that, right? I'm on by fighting that. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, me and my ex-old lady, we got into it. Okay. I was charged with domestic violence, bro.
Oh, damn.
So listen, one thing I learned about that, and I want to speak on this, one thing I learned about that domestic violence, bro, you don't actually have to hit nobody, open hand slapping. You can smush them, like really smush them, and that's domestic violence. All right. Especially if she said you hit her, they don't want to hear that. And then it's like, after the fact of being charged with domestic violence, you can't just go down there and telling people, oh, he didn't hit me. Right. Because they don't want, it's not even in your hands no more. I saw that shit too. And like when you dealing with people who don't know about the court system, and you dealing with people who not conscious of that, they'll put a charge on you and feel like, man, I'll come get you the next morning. It ain't nothing but a misdemeanor. Mm-hmm. I'm on parole. I'm already fighting this boxing shit.
This shit's serious.
Yeah, it's a misdemeanor right now, but in my situation, it's serious because it's a crime on a person. It's not like no regular misdemeanor to where you can bind out the next day and 6 months later not go to court and tell them, yeah, he ain't hit me and who the win is. It's over with for me. So, so I tell people, say, bro, listen to me. When you're in a heated argument with your girl and your girl come tripping, bro, listen, bro, walk away. Right. Don't fuss with it. Even if she running on you, bro, take them licks and get out the way. Don't, bro, I'm telling you, bro, because listen, you would wind up doing like me 13 months on a misdemeanor. And I did it.
Damn, now, second time in jail, did you have to go to a real prison or you just went to
Nah. I did all my time in that parish jail, in St. Tammany Parish Jail. Okay. But, like, the whole time I'm back there, I'll never forget, I'm saying to myself, I say, Lord, I ain't gonna say I'm gonna say how I said. I'm like, Lord, you took me out the game bad. Like I'm at my peak. Like I'm good. I'm winning. I just had my little girl. I got a nice, I'm living life like why I'm going through what I'm going through. But it's like you don't find out why God do things until after you go through it. See, when you're in a storm, it's like God reveal a lot of things to you in the storm. Right. It's like because God will reveal something to you when you're not going through a storm, and you wouldn't even see it. It's clear as day, but you're not seeing it. But when you're in a storm, you pay attention to everything. Yep. Cause you're scared. You like why this, why that. Looking for answers. Like a lot of people I had around me wasn't supposed to be around me, and God showed me that while I was going through what I was going through. Hey, listen, these people with you when you up, but let's see if they're gonna be with you when you go through this because this temporary. You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of people looked at my situation like, oh, Al gone. That man just came home and it's temporary. But they ain't know that, but
Facts. Now, You mentioned your baby girl. How old was your baby girl when you went in?
She was 8 months. She was 8 months. She 2 now.
Did she know your face by 8 months?
I mean, to be real with you, she knew, but then again, nah. But she knew because her mama always called me on visit on a video thing. Okay. So she'll see me and say that. Like she knew who I like as far as my face was. So.
All right, now getting out. Well, in there. What was the situation like this time? You already been in jail longer than 13 months. How was it this time?
So this time, when I was back there, I know one thing. I wasn't in jail for nothing. Like, I didn't do nothing to be in there, bro. Like, I really, like, it was, the reason why I stood there that long because of my circumstances with parole.
Right.
Like, if I wasn't on parole, bro, I would have went home that next day. Okay. I went to jail. So, when I went there, I'm saying to myself, well, hey, I know one thing. It's not serious. I did real time for something that I really done. Right. So I know this small, this petty. So when I'm back here, I'm not going to stress. I'm not going to be myself. Maybe God put me back here to touch a few dudes, motivate a few dudes. Because like I said, dog, I motivate a lot of people just off of my story, just off of just me. Yes. So while I'm back there, a lot of dudes gravitated to me. Like, they knew me from the boxing shit. Like, they knew me from, you feel what I'm saying, Instagram. So I had a lot of people that knew me. Okay. So,
All right. Now getting out, reconnecting with your daughter. How was that? That had to be beautiful.
That was a blessing. That was a blessing because it's like, it made me love her more. Because before I went to jail, I had so much going on, and it's like my baby was fresh. I'm not with her mother, so it's like I'm barely there. You did, and it's like I'm putting my business before my baby. So it's like I was lacking with a lot of things. But when I was in jail, I was saying to myself, man, all that shit ain't even worth it. Boy, if I could get out right now, boy, I'm going straight to my baby. Boy, I'm putting her before everything. And like I'm standing on that, and I've been standing on that right now. Like I'm putting, like right now, I brought her to her mama. Me and her mama, we do 7 days on, 7 days off. I'm gonna have a whole week. Her mama gonna have a whole week. So right now, this podcast, listen, I had her before I came. I had to drop her off. Her mama text me like, listen, right after that podcast, you come get her because I'm trying to enjoy my little 7 days. So
heard that.
Yeah, so that's how we rock it. That's
all right. I'm looking at this post right now from you. Where is that?
Let's get it.
I had to get comfortable before I pop my shit.
Yeah.
Another step forward. Having it be out, it looks like you got the crib.
Yeah. It's like
that's September 1st. How was you feeling that day?
It's like when I first came home, like I said, I came home, my house, it was all gone. So it's like,
what month did you come home in my mind?
In August. Right, August 5th I came home.
Okay.
So it was like when I was in jail, I mean, when I first came home, I was saying to myself, like, man, I can't really get on live because everybody tweaking. They like, Hustleman, we needed you. We need that motivation. We need that energy.
And it's like Bobby got out. Everybody waiting for a nigga.
It's like I can't give y'all that energy because I'm not where I want to be at. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm with my mom. I'm at my mom's crib. It's like I'm not in that comfortable space right now. I'm just getting back to normal living.
Okay. Now, I want to get to. We talked about it a little bit before the interview. Let's get to the music because you're talented musically. And you drop freestyles and bars. Where did the music come from?
Man, listen, I've been writing music since I was young, but I never did take it serious. Like Meek Mill was my favorite rapper.
Okay, was or still is?
It still is. Okay, he still is. That's my dog. I fuck with Meek, but down the line, I didn't gravitate to more people. Okay. But around that time when Meek first came out, he was speaking to me. Okay, so that's why I clinched on to him. But I used to always like to freestyle like Meek. I look at his old video and just freestyle. And it's like, man, I could rap. And everybody be like, nigga, you good at rapping, girl. Because I used to always, like, how some people want to rap like they sell. Like, when you rap and you finding yourself, I used to practice Meek flows, but use my own words. Okay. So I used to be like,
you got this little flow
when I hear instrumental, I'm like, damn, how Meek could come on this bitch. It's like that crazy because I really groomed myself to be a good writer. Because like just practicing and studying like Meek, saying to myself, Meek used to come on that. Meek wouldn't say this. He did. Meek ain't about to get on this track and be like, I got this gun and I'm coming to shoot. What is you talking about? My Meek gonna be on that bit. I got them switches and I got them internet and I got them you hear me? So I'm trying to get on a bop like that. You did?
Now let me look at this video cause you mentioned that in one of these videos you did it kind of was a pocket like that.
Well, it's a nice one.
Hold up, this not this one. Hold up, what I want that? Did you delete it?
Which one?
Well, you was like I should come on that bit. How y'all like it? Y'all fucking with that? I never.
Yeah, I had art.
Oh, you archived that bit?
Let me fix it.
Man, fix that. Pull that up, cause I'm glad you mentioned that. Cause when you hear that, you do get the Meek vibe.
Yeah, I had put that thing up.
Once again, man, special guest Hustleman,
Man,
the one and only. You know, this a classic in the making right here.
Y'all already knew, man. Let me get it. Hold on. Where is that, man? I know it's on here somewhere. Hold on. Did I delete? I think I took it. Did I take it out my page? Bro, I don't know what I did with this shit. I don't know if I deleted it or not, bro. But,
Don't trip then.
I know exactly the one you're talking about though. Let me see. I know exactly.
Check that camera roll, man.
Let me see. Hold up. Let me see which one it is. Is it this one? No, it's the one I first. I know exactly which one you got. Let me see if I got it on the camera roll. But yeah, I know exactly.
Turn it off. But yeah, Hustleman say he gonna freestyle as well for y'all. So
Yeah.
He gonna drop some bars for you. So after he look for this, if he got it or not,
Man,
he coming with some bars for
you
y'all.
already know I'm gonna give y'all something, bro. Hold up. Let me see. Man, I think I deleted that too, bro. I probably, let me see.
It's all good.
Yeah,
It's
bro,
all
I
good.
deleted that, but I know exactly what one you talking about, bro. I just took that off my page, dog. And the reason why I took it off my page because it's like I wanted to give him some because I'm working on a nice little project, like
Okay.
EP. So
Have you ever dropped a song?
Nah, I ain't dropped no songs yet.
Just bars and freestyles.
Yeah, just balls and freestyle. I ain't dropped no songs yet.
Okay.
I ain't dropped no songs yet. Just balls and freestyle. Let me see. Hold up. See if I can go to my recent deletes. It should be in my recent deletes. I know that for a fact.
We need that one, y'all. Y'all gotta hit this one.
Hold up. It should
Y'all
be
gotta
my
hit this
recent
one.
Deletes for real. Let me see. All right. Is it in my recent deletes? Let me see. I think it's this one right here.
Let's see.
I think it's this one. Let me see. Cause I had messed up on a lot of them. I think it's this one. I think it's this one, brother. But I gotta airdrop it to you right
Yeah,
quick.
send it to me right quick.
Let me airdrop it to you.
We didn't found it.
We didn't found it, man. I had to airdrop it to him. I'm about to airdrop it to you right now, dog. And that's that.
That's that smoke.
Yeah. Let me see. All right, I'm airdropping it to you now, bro.
Hey, baby, put it on phone though.
Yeah, bro.
Make it close,
like it's gonna go faster or something, man. That's crazy. This is waiting, though.
Let's see about shit all that.
That's crazy. But that's more definitely the one you're talking about.
That's me?
I think so.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Shit, bro. Let me see.
That been working?
Nah, that dropped. I could probably try to send that bitch to you too.
Yeah, I try to send in the messages.
Yeah,
I'll be patient with us too.
yeah, man. We trying to get that freestyle right. I think that's one. Yeah, this is right here. It says loading up, bro. I'm with Verizon. Bullshit, dog. Real talk, bro.
Come on, man, you might get a sponsorship from them people. Don't be talking out
all
on them people.
Let me change that. They just don't work right in certain places. That's it. Shouts out to Verizon. I fuck with you. All right, it says sent, but I don't know if you got it yet. Yeah, it goes.
Come on, there you go, right there. Huh?
That's it.
Turn him up.
Yeah, freestyle Monday morning. I'm about to give y'all some hot shit.
And I just wrote this too, so I gotta fuck with y'all off the iPad. Fuck, you know. Let's get it. Flow right, beat right, lyrics right.
Oh yeah, this the one.
Y'all should fuck with it. Look, I'm back home, I'm back alive. When you in jail, it's like you died. Only difference is you get the chance to see who was gonna ride. Back in that bowl, hustle got bowls, hustle got lows, hustle got highs, hustle got shit for 4 and 550. You don't need a ticket, you ain't gotta fly. Told my P.O., I'm selling clothes, entrepreneur, I ain't got a job. And I was born with a real hustle, get it off the muscle, I ain't gotta rob. Yeah, ticket, I ain't gotta slide. I put the switches for all of the guys. Don't fuck with me bad, don't hop in my lane. Come on, little bro, you'll die. Let's switch the subject, let's talk about money. Fuck all these niggas, they talking, they coming. Fuck, dog. That's why I started, y'all.
Come back, you about to come back with it.
Hold on, let me see if I can catch it.
Keep this flow right here, right here.
Fuck how they coming, let's talk about money, let's talk about. Keep going that type of time, y'all let me know. Yeah, I actually wound up finishing that song, dog. That's why I took it off. I wound up finishing it.
I feel like you gotta let that one go. Now, we about to get to this freestyle. Whatever we want to call it. You ready, bro?
Yeah, let's get it.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
TaeVi's podcast, Hustleman.
Hustleman, let's get it.
Barbs.
Look, I've been moving dolo, really talking solo. Winning copper, scatter Honda, that's too slow, bro. I can't put that in no photo. Not the type to show, bro. Niggas dick grind, man, y'all need to play some polo. I can get them in, I'm talking really for the loto. Okay. But who am I to fuck with that if that shit ain't for show, though? Yeah. 20 on consignment, you get 50 up, you slow-mo. Please don't try to line me, it get snippy like a promo. Look, back-to-back GMCs, boss nigga energy. Save her name under Red Bull, cause she got energy. Red bone from Tennessee, big old booty, pretty feet. Nasty, classy, jazzy, that's what she giving me. Young boy, he gon' go hard, I'm talking 10 a week. Young boy, he gon' get it, and he like a mini-me. Yeah. Oh, fuck, dog.
Yes, sir.
I can catch it, man. But, yeah, that's just some shit, you know, we working on. I've been cooking up, dog. And it's like, listen, I don't write none of my raps. All I do is stand in front of the screen, and I'm going to see them keep saying them inside.
Recite them in your head.
Recite them in my head. That's good.
That's a Wayne trait, huh?
Yeah, man. That's who I be trying to practice.
Right now, man.
Real talk.
I'm glad you came on, bro. It's been a great interview.
Man,
what you up to next? Because you say the clothing brand. What's the clothing brand?
Yeah, I got my clothing brand, Dope Living. Also, I got Black Butterfly, man. Okay. I'm putting something together for this winter. Some sweatsuits. I ain't lying, I'm trying to go hard this time. I mean, I did it before, but it was on the basic level. So this time I'm trying to do some real, like, fashion type shit. So
okay. Black Butterfly. What the name?
Black Butterfly. I made that in jail, man, and I based that off of my story. You know, how caterpillar, metamorphose into a butterfly, man. The struggle you go through, See, everybody, we look at the butterfly and we say, man, that butterfly is beautiful. But only if we knew the struggle that they got, went through, they had to go through to become that. So, and I feel like, my story, I was like that caterpillar. I had to get it out the mud. I had to crawl. I had to tie. Prison was my cocoon. I had to go through that to become what I'm become. You know what I'm saying? So, I ain't sweet like a butterfly, but I'm a symbol of that. You did real tough.
Okay,
I'm a symbol of that.
I want to get a couple questions on the relationship side.
All right.
I had these cards I bring on every guest. I like to see where they head at. There's a lot of questions for some women. Maybe we want to see where your head at, cause.
Let's get it.
We're going to get a couple questions in. Some of these questions are very funny. You can answer how you want.
All right, let's get it.
During sex, you think your significant other called you by the wrong name. Do you immediately stop and ask or wait until after?
Man, I'm stopping. I'm stopping. Hey, bro, listen, dog. No, this some real shit. A female actually did that.
Some little chick you were just hitting her.
Yeah,
not
but
your significant other.
That like I was coming, but she actually did that, and it's like I ain't stopped because the way she said in a disrespectful way. She just said, dog, listen, the way you was beating that bitch up, I thought you was him. Cause he like one of my top niggas. So I'm like, all right, that's
a compliment.
That should be a compliment. I'm like, all right, that's cool.
What the nigga name was?
Man, dog.
You remember that nigga name? You
I won't say that name, bro. I won't put that
Man.
Like, bro, he my top, so when you was cutting up, I'm like, oh, Lord, I thought you did. And that's what she said. She started it off with. She said, I thought you was. No, she said, I thought such and such was. I'm looking like, what the fuck? But yeah, that's what that was.
Heard that. Nigga said, so in real life, he ain't gonna stop. Nigga said, fuck it. An old sex tape of you and your ex leaks online. Ooh. Your current significant other, and they ask you to send them the footage. Would you explain?
Man, I gotta explain, man, cause if we do a video, bro, you never gotta worry about the video get linked on my end.
Okay.
You did, so if it get linked,
when you get hacked,
yeah, if I got hacked, I'm gonna let my baby listen. This what happened, bro. That I'm not doing. That's old video, and that's what that is. That's you heard me. That's it.
Okay. Let's go with a couple more. A woman asks a man to use the money he plans to spend on an expensive date to help her with a bill, and suggests they take a walk in the park instead. He refuses. Who is wrong?
Oh, man. Damn. I mean...
You got $1,000 saved up. You was gonna buy expensive gift.
Yeah, you gonna buy expensive gift.
But she need help with that energy.
I need that money, right? And let's just do a walk in the park. Then I'm gonna give her that bread. You feel what I'm saying? Because I know... I mean, it's a good memory, but at the end of the day, you need that. So I'm gonna fuck with you like that. We can make a memory walking through the park. We
heard that. It don't make no sense to buy your ass an expensive purse and you gonna be out your house.
Real tough.
Fuck shit, don't make no damn sense. All right, let's find a good one. I ain't gonna go with that one. I ain't gonna do you that. Bro. I'm gonna let you read it though. Look, I'm gonna let you read it. I ain't gonna do you that, dude. I ain't gonna do that one.
Let me answer that.
All right. If your child comes home and says he or she is gay, what would your response be? Explain.
And I'm gonna look at my baby. See, when I talk to my baby, I grab both her hands and I look in her eyes.
You got a baby girl, y'all.
I got a baby girl, and I grab both her hands and I look at her in the eye. And she tell me that, and I'm gonna say, baby, what makes you want to be gay? You know, I want to know why. I want to know what makes you, what it's come from, right? I'm not just gonna be like, oh no, you ain't no, you ain't gonna come. I'm gonna say why. What made you want to, and I'm gonna explain to her that that's not right. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm gonna explain to her why I feel like that's not right.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? And then if she, you know, if she still want to be that, then I'm gonna say, hey, I still love you. I'm gonna accept that, but I'm also letting you know that this not sitting right with me.
Right.
But
I'm only pushing through because
I love you.
Why?
Just respect me and keep it like.
Don't come to the crib.
Yeah,
would you let her? You ain't letting a significant other to the crib.
Nah, man. Just
you
keep that away. Just keep it away from me.
You ain't going to the wedding.
Man,
you gotta get your daughter away.
Listen, I would do all that, but listen.
Not willingly.
Just make sure you respect me and know one thing. Don't expect me to be on no happy hey type shit. Okay. Like respect my vibe.
Okay.
If I'm sitting in the wedding and I'm cooling and I ain't smiling,
don't be like
Daddy, why you ain't? Don't come dancing. Like respect my vibe. Respect my vibe. That's it.
I'm here so I won't get fined on it.
Yeah. Respect my vibe. That's it.
All right, let's go with the last one. That was an interesting concept. You gonna accept your daughter, but I ain't on that type of time.
Yeah, I'm gonna let her know I ain't on that type of time.
Okay. I like to ask every man this one. You ask your significant other if they still love their ex and they say yes. What happens next?
I mean, if you still love your ex, then that goes to show me you not really for me all the way. Because your heart's somewhere else, but you probably be with me. Yeah, I was dealing with that with the pre-relationship, real talk. That's why I used to always do what I used to do. Because I know one thing, you not 100%. You don't love me 100%.
Damn.
Like, yo, son, look, this is some real talk. And my dog told me this in jail, dog. And he like, you know, who you dealing with, that's another man's woman. You know what I'm saying? He like, her heart's somewhere else, brother. So you always keep that in mind. And I always kept that in mind. Because it's like, you can love somebody deep, but if someone still got that love and that they'll do whatever for that person, that's dangerous.
Can't get over it.
That's dangerous. Like, how can, man, you even start something you can't get over that situation? So that means that no matter how far I take you away from that, you still gonna be attached to that. So.
And I want to piggyback off that. They all got nothing to do with the current man, though.
Right.
It got something to do just with that person and their connection they have
together. Yeah.
Don't feel less of yourself, cause
but that's why I feel like, listen, if you still love him after all I'm doing for you and go be with him.
Okay,
you gotta be with him.
That makes sense. So you think after somebody had a relationship about 10 years, with an ex, you catch them 2 years, they out of the relationship for 2 years. You think the love gotta just go away?
I mean,
They've
nah,
been with
I
that
mean
person for a
time.
minute.
Yeah, time. I mean time, but it's like a woman knows when it's a good time to move on. A woman know, bro. A woman, she know when she through with something, and she know when she not. You did, and like I said, dog, no matter what a woman says, if that relationship was 10 years, she gonna be locked. It's gonna take her a minute to not to get the de-attached herself from that situation. Like she gonna be with that.
Yeah, it's like I still got love for you, but I don't love you.
Yeah, you gotta be with her for years. If you with her for 2-3 years and she fresh out of 10-year relationship, brother,
got some work to do, huh?
You got some work to do. You at the beginning, brother.
Facts.
I don't give a fuck what she tell you. You at the beginning, brother.
Thanks.
Real talk.
Couple little questions. You like money or credit?
Man, I like credit because
Go ahead.
because nothing like using someone else's money to make money. Right. I mean, like I had a credit card with a balance of $20,000 with Navy Federal.
Okay.
Long story short, I don't have it no more because I got incarcerated. But I'm gonna get it back. But I had a credit line with $20,000, bro. When I buy cars, I'm using that card. I'm gonna buy a car for $5,000, right? I'm gonna swipe that card, and I'm gonna sell that car for about $8,000.
Flip it.
Listen, within 30 days, I'm gonna sell that car within 30 days. In 30 days, when I sell that car for $8,000, I'm gonna take my 3 bands and I'm gonna pay that 5 back, and I ain't use a dollar. I mean, that's simple, it's easy.
Facts. Younger or older women? Not young. You know what I mean?
I ain't lying, dog. It's hard because it's like everybody want an older woman. You did who done been through stuff, who ready to settle down. But
Everybody want an older woman.
no, I ain't gonna listen. No, I ain't gonna. I want. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody want an older woman, but you know, women like a mature woman.
Okay, yeah.
Because a younger female, it's like when they young, bro, it's like they're attached to whoever hot at the moment.
Yeah.
Bro, you could be loving on this thing.
Clout
You did, and it's just her being young. She not seeing a bigger picture. She like homie showing her some shit on Instagram that you not showing. You really that nigga. But she don't see that because you ain't showing that. So she gonna gravitate to that. A real woman gonna know one thing. Hey, I've been through that. I used to deal with that with these little boys. I know how it feel to, think somebody has something when you deal with them, they don't. Right. So I know a man and I know how a man operates. So that's why I say older.
Okay. Football or basketball?
Football.
Okay. Saints or Pelicans?
Saints, man.
Last one. Jameis Winston or Andy Dalton?
Man, Andy Dalton, man.
Oh!
And I'm gonna tell you why, bro.
Why?
I'm gonna tell you why, bro. Because Jameis Winston, bro, you I mean, you getting all these opportunities, bro, and it's like you just blowing it. And I ain't lying, bro. Sometimes he do good shit, but sometimes he just, I don't know, bro. You gotta take when you know you at a point in your career to what is either do or die. You're not giving us that, man, I want this shit. You giving us that, man, all right, I'm trying to get better. Nah, man, you got some people get in that situation like, man, this is how I'm going to feed my family for the rest of my life. I'm going to get this everything I got. Okay. And it's like, I don't get that from Winston. I don't get it from him.
Okay, where you think we going this year?
Nowhere.
Nowhere?
I ain't lying.
Playoffs?
I don't even know if we're going to go to playoffs because it's like, it's hard, bro, when you switching a quarterback like that in the beginning of the year. That dude, Andy
playing again.
Yeah,
Jameis hurt again.
Yeah, so it's like, they gotta find themselves right now. And it's gonna take some time. They got their new coach. It's gonna take some time. But one thing about it, I would never go against them. I'm not betting against Saints. Man, Saints is a voodoo team. They will blow some shit out that they wasn't supposed to beat, and the team that they supposed to beat, they will lose.
The Panthers this year, fuck. The only win they got against us. And they just fired their fucking head coach.
Real talk, so that type of shit.
Bullshit, man. But once again, the TaeVi podcast, Hustleman on here. Any last words for the people, bro?
Hey, I want to leave them with a real positive note.
Okay.
Every morning I go on live, y'all. If y'all gonna see one thing. Hustleman probably be up on live. Hustleman LLC. Make sure y'all go follow him on Instagram. Hey, listen. This for that person that's out there been giving it their all. I'm talking about you been grinding. You been getting it in.
Talk to him. You got your solo.
You been getting it in. You been grinding. You been hustling. And it's like, it's not falling through for you. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like everything you do, it's just not there. Listen, success has a tricky way of conning you. Right? You could be right there and some crazy fuck shit that happened to you. And you be like, man, don't give up. You close to success. You did? I learned that. I learned that success is tricky. Like, never give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. Man, if it ain't going right, hey, you know what you tell yourself? Hey, I'm cool. You know why? Because I'm up. God gave me another day to wake up and do it all over again. Your day, one day is going to break for you. I'm telling you. You can, man, listen, anything you knock on for too long, you going to break this motherfucker. You going to break the door. So don't get discouraged. You did. Make sure you surround yourself around positive people, because I'm telling you, who you surround yourself around is important. When you fail, you don't need nobody around you. I told you that shit was gonna do that. You don't listen, and you shouldn't have put your money into that. Nah, you need somebody gonna say, bro, listen, it's good, nigga. Bro, listen, you out here taking a chance. You grinding, nigga, scared to take that risk. So you gotta give yourself the benefit of the doubt. So for people who out there dealing with that, don't stop grinding. You close, you getting it. Stay focused, stay motivated. Get around people like me. Follow people like me who gonna give you the game and who gonna also let you know, hey, bro, listen, everybody ain't gonna get their first swing. Keep swinging, you gonna get it. So, yeah, that's what I'm leaving with.
Facts, man. Once again, we got him on here, man. The
You
positive man. The positive man on Instagram. You won't find him, you dig?
Yeah.
He got a message for you, just like he just gave you
Real talk.
right there.
Real talk.
And I appreciate you for coming on the podcast,
Man, you
bro.
already know. I appreciate you for having me, dog.
Facts. TaeVi 2022 podcast. This episode is a classic already, and I ain't even put it out.
Come
we
on,
out.
man. Y'all already know we gone, baby.